Hey everyone, I was just shooting 200 yards with Igman ammunition out of the Ruger MPR. And first I actually shot these, I was shooting these little plates up here I got. I was getting some nice hits on them. That actually, like, good stuff is rifle rated, and I can see that it's definitely like leaving a mark on that those plates at 200 yards. Okay, and that's the reason why, like, on this one over here, I only shoot this with 9mm. I don't shoot that with 5.56 because I want to keep this new. I want to keep it smooth. But those ones are a lot cheaper. That's it. All right, let's shoot those with 5.56. But anyway, let's see over here. So at 200 yards with Igman. Okay, now there is a little bit of wind, so I was actually holding here on this left corner with my chevron. So part of this is, I mean, so the wind was kind of like on and off. So even with a little bit of wind, we basically have a 3-inch group at 200 yards. 3 inches, that's like, 1.5 MOA. That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. 1.5 MOA, 3 inches at 200 yards. I'm happy with this. Let's go back and we'll take a look at the gun. Alright guys, so yeah, this is the ammunition that I was using. Basically Igman. I did do a prior review on this. I mean the first time I shot it, it's like I shot it at 100 yards. I didn't think it did that spectacular. But today I'm shooting it, and I'm thinking it's doing pretty good, because here's the thing. This is a 10-shot group. Usually if I'm doing usually at 100 yards, I'll do 5-shot groups, and I'll take the best 4 out of 5, right, to try and establish some consistency. So here, right, if I discount, remember I've got wind here that's pushing. You can kind of see that wind ribbon right there that's pushing around a little bit. So so if I were to remove these 2 shots right here, I mean we've got 2 inches. We've got 2 inches at 200 yards. So that's a 1 MOA group. Okay, so and I know if I shot this enough times at 100 yards right now, if I was just doing 3-inch groups, I know I would get like 0.75, right? So, but here's the thing, doing like 3-shot groups like a lot of guys do, and getting like, like sub MOA, I mean, I think it's a lot, the information is a lot more useful, I think, when you do like 10-shot groups, because now you can, you start seeing what the ammunition and the gun can do on a more consistent basis. Okay, so yeah, so basically with the wind, we got a 3-inch group, and then if we knock out the worst 2 shots, let's say we call that wind, because the wind was like picking up sometimes and then dropping off. I would say we got 2 inches at 200 yards. 1 MOA, yeah, sure. I'm pretty comfortable calling this 1 MOA ammunition. Okay, and it is water sealed. And it's also, you can see over here how it's basically heat treated. Okay, so this seems like very decent stuff. Let me see, this marked as 223 or 556. Yeah, it's 223. Okay, so I mean, not that it makes a difference, but anyway, there's the rifle. That's the Ruger MPR. I've done a lot of videos on this Ruger MPR. It is my favorite rifle, and you guys watching my channel, you guys know I got a shit ton of ARs. Most of them are Palmettos. I mean, I got Colts. I mean, I got Smith & Wesson. I got probably some other brand out there, I can't remember. But most of them are Palmettos, just because they're just so easy to buy. You can buy the lowers and the uppers so separate and easy from the website. They end up being cheaper, but the Ruger MPR is actually my favorite AR, and it generally gets the best groups. Okay, now I could be shooting Palmettos, I'll get sub MOA. The Ruger seems to get those sub MOA groups more often. Okay, so it does have an 18-inch cold hammer forged barrel. It's 18 inches. It did come with a muzzle brake that I removed and just put a regular bird cage on it. I think I've had this now for at least 5 years. So I removed the bird cage because it was just annoyingly loud when I got it. And this has been an excellent rifle. And like I said, it's basically my favorite. And I've got the that's the primary arms PLX-C. Okay, so that's got the M8 Raptor reticle. I've done lots of reviews on that scope. So this is a $1,500 scope. So I've got a $1,500 scope on a rifle that I got for like $640. And here's the thing: the AR technology is like very matured, so you can get like 500, because sometimes this Ruger MPR, at times it's been as low as $500, right? Same gun, you know, just at different times depending on what's going on in use, as low as $500. Sometimes, like right now, I think they're telling me it's as high as $900. If you're trying to buy it in Europe, it's like almost $1,800. It's an $1,800 gun in Europe, and it might even, that number might even be in euros too. So it might even be more expensive than that. So here's the thing: you really can't go by the price. You have to really look at the performance. So this AR technology is very matured. So that's why you can get, like, for $500-600, you can get an excellent AR. All right, that, like this Ruger MPR, and it's going to be an excellent AR 30 years from now, 50 years from now. It's going to be an excellent AR. Because AR-15 technology is like fully matured. Okay, now the scope, on the other hand, like this PLX, I mean, yeah, right now it's a $1,500 scope, but like 5 years down the road, they're going to come up with better scopes, you know, and this will probably be selling for like $300 or $400 or whatever, you know. So that's the reason why I've got a $1,500 scope on a $600 AR, because the AR is fully matured. Okay, scopes, they're gonna continue to develop for a very long time. So this is a $1,500 scope now, but 10 years from now, this will be like a $300 scope. You know, this will still be, you know, like a top of the line AR. Okay, whereas this is a great scope at the moment, but down the road there'll be better scopes. Okay, so that's kind of how, you know, the balance sits between ARs and scopes, and that's why, like, all my scopes end up nowadays my scopes end up being more expensive than the guns, because the guns are just cheap. You can get really good ARs cheap, you know. But yeah, so I haven't done a Ruger MPR video in a while, so I said, hey, let's take some shoots a little bit, you know, fun shooting. And I haven't shot this Igman ammo in a while, so I said, hey, let's see what this stuff does. And basically, I call this about 1 MOA ammunition under good conditions. And this, again, this is with a 10-shot group here, right? So we got 10 shots at 3 inches, and then 8 out of 10 at 2 inches. So let me know what you guys think. I'll drop a playlist below for both the Ruger MPR and the scope. You guys can check it out. And I'll talk to you all soon. Hey everyone, I just got back to this location now. I've been thinking about this Ruger MPR, and I wanted to say one more thing. For some reason that I haven't exactly figured out yet, this Ruger MPR is like, it has like the smoothest recoil impulse of any AR-15. Now, this is a mid-length gas system, okay? But over here, I've got my Palmetto 223 Wild. Okay, both of these are 18-inch barrels. So this also has a mid-length gas system, and it's just not the same. I mean, I don't know why. Okay, and the reason why I pulled out the 223, this Palmetto 223 Wild, is because I wanted to put them side by side and actually confirm, because I never really paid attention to it before. I wanted to confirm that this had the same length gas system, and it does. Okay, so for whatever reason, the Ruger MPR is just smoother. Now, when I first got this, I took off the muzzle brake pretty quickly, like within a day or two, because it was just like annoyingly loud. But I imagine with the muzzle brake that it came with, this would probably be even smoother. Okay, however, it was kind of just making me jump every time I shot it, and it was like, okay, basically I was being the extraordinary loud bang compared to what I was used to on shooting AR-15s was distracting me more. So I said, you know what, let me just get rid of it, and I just want it to be standard, like noise level with my other AR-15s. Other thing I'm going to say about the Ruger MPR is the trigger. It has a 2-stage trigger, which I've talked about in other videos. That, you know what, I got this Palmetto 2-stage trigger, hoping it would be the same, and it's close, but it's not. Okay, it's just not. There's just something about the Ruger 2-stage trigger that's just ultra nice. Okay, now I very much like this Palmetto with this 18-inch 223 wide. I like it. It's just that I like the Ruger MPR just a little bit more. Okay, a tiny bit more. You know, but you know, yeah, there's just something there about it. It always seems to get the sub MOA groups more often. I get them with other guns, but I just get them more often with the Ruger MPR. So great gun, highly recommend it. If at some point in the future you guys see this, you guys see the price drop below $600, get it. I'm gonna get another one myself. And the last time I saw the price on this, like in the 500s for this Ruger MPR, was like after Trump won the first time, like 2017, 2018, 2019. In those years when like there was zero chance that any gun control was going to pass, that's when the prices really dropped, and that's when you really want to stockpile your guns and your ammunition. So keep that in mind going forward. If Trump wins again, keeping our fingers crossed, you know, hopefully we'll get more of those Trump judges, because Trump judges are way better than Biden judges. Okay, so hopefully we get more Trump judges. And again, it would, even if you don't like Trump and you don't like the Trump judges for whatever reason, you'll be paying less for guns and ammunition. So that alone is a good enough reason to vote for Trump, just so you can get cheaper guns, cheaper ammunition. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, as far as scopes, what I was trying to tell you guys earlier is that another way of putting it, okay, down the road, like when again, this Primary Arms PLX $1,500 scope, down the road when they make a better scope, right? When I buy a better scope, the better scope is going to go on this gun. Okay, even though that right now this is probably like top of the line, it's not always going to be top of the line. So when the better scope comes along, it's going to go on this gun, and then this scope is going to go probably on this Palmetto 223 Wow. Okay, so that's basically kind of what I was getting at earlier. Okay, so drop some comments below. Check out the playlist, and I'll talk to you all soon.